Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the Phil Studio. Today we have a special episode, which is the next episode of the last episode. Does it make sense? Anyway, we're going to try to improve the circuit that we built last time, which is the one that power up the Electret microphone capsule. In the last episode, we tried different voltage supply to power up the capsule, and today we're going to try different resistor value to change the input current, and we're going to try to improve a little bit by changing the capacitor value at the output of the circuit. Enjoy! Okay guys, so let's make the explanation real short. So this is the power here and this is the ground connection. So the power supply is 9 volt. We'll go with 9 volt since you learned in the last episode that different voltage applied on the Electret microphone won't do any big major change or differences. So the voltage supply is running into this potentiometer, which will only serve as a variable resistor right now. We won't divide any voltage, we just use it as a variable resistor from 0 ohm to 10 kilo ohm. Then it runs into the Electret microphone. This is the positive signal here, and there's a ground connection. And here we have this famous capacitor, the 10 microfarad capacitor at the output of the circuit. And the output of the circuit is plugged into my oscilloscope right here. And about the different value capacitor, I'm gonna try later with a 4.7 microfarad and at the end with a 100 microfarad capacitor to see if there is any big differences in the gain or the DC voltage blocked at the output or something else. We're just experimenting right now. I'm going to power up the circuit, but first, what is the value of my potentiometer right now? Okay guys, so keep it in mind that this is not a trim pot, this is a potentiometer and it's not a precision potentiometer. So I'll try to set it to around 1K to start. Okay, we have something around 1K, so 120, 130, sounds good. Okay, so we have a 1K resistor here. I'm going to power up the circuit. So we got a 9 volt supply, a 1K resistor and a 10 microfarad. It seems like a setup we already tried. Right now we can capture the sound and we have around 20 to 30 millivolt of voltage peak to peak. And while we're set at 1 kilo ohm resistor, I'm gonna switch my capacitor for I'm gonna pass from a 10 microfarad to a 4.7 microfarad. Check. We're going to analyze it later and I'm going to put the spec on the table, but it seems a little bit like the same since we just passed from a 4.7 from a 10 microfarad to a 4.7 microfarad. There's no big differences. Now it should be a major deal since we're going to use a 100 microfarad capacitor. So we're just testing the microphone with the 100 microfarad capacitor. I think the output voltage is more stable, like it feels a little bit compressed. Maybe it has a filtering effect on some frequencies, and this is something that we can get right now since we're not analyzing the sound itself with our ears, but just on the scope to see if there is some gain or noise differences. Maybe it could be an interesting experience to try a different filter or see if the value of the capacitor have a filtering effect on our microphone. Okay, so we add a 1K resistor we're going to crank it up to let's say, why not try 4 or something around 3 and 4K. Like 3.5K would be good. 3.54K at 9 volt again with a 10 microfarad capacitor. Oh my god, there's a major differences right now. Okay, look at this monster volume. We're around 70 millivolt of signal, but it's something I would definitely want to hear with my ears, since the signal has much more gain than the regular circuit which was using a 2.2 kilo ohm resistor. So we're going to change the capacitor and see if there's any differences. I'm going to go straight to the 100 microfarad. I think there's not big differences right now, but it's something we would like to hear. That's why I think I won't have the choice to make another video in which we're going to compare the audio of different circuits. So we were at 3.5K, and I'd like to go to around 6K to just double the value of the resistor and see if there is a big differences, or is this a ratio that will follow the gain. Okay, so we're going to try with a 6.2 kilo ohm resistor, still at 9 volt with this 10 microfarad capacitor. Check, I'm talking into the microphone right now, and the signal seems like a beast right now. It's much more bigger than what we saw. What's up? Checking the microphone signal. I think we're about 100 millivolt signal right now, and I would really want to hear what's going on right now and how it sounds, if it's filled with distortion or it's a clean signal. But by the look of the signal, I think we have something pretty clean right now. Going to try with the 100 microfarad. Checking microphone, testing the signal. Check. Testing microphone, check. Check 1 2 1 2. I think it's gonna be really hard to determine if there is any differences when I use a 100 microfarad instead of a 10 microfarad, or different, or any value of capacitor, and that's a test I'm gonna do in the next episode. So we're gonna end up with, let's say we're at 6.2K. we're gonna go to the closest as 10 kilo ohm, and we're going to see what is the final voltage peak to peak, what is the gain when you use a 10 kilo ohm resistor on an Electret microphone circuit. Okay, so we got 10 kilo ohm, still 9 volt, and a 10 microfarad capacitor. Testing this microphone. Right now I'm not speaking that much loud, but the volume is crazy. So let's say we have around we're going to change range and see where we are. Well, we're about 200, 150 or 200 millivolt peak to peak of signal, which is not that much impressive, but we definitely got some gain here. So guys, this was a really interesting experience, and I can't wait to listen to the result of these different circuits. I'm going to post the schematic and the value so that you may make your own experimentation, and I'm going to post the result in the next episode so that you may listen each sound, so you may decide or choose what circuit you prefer and what sound you want to have with your Electret microphone. So until this moment, see ya, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and share my videos. Thank you for watching, and see you soon.